Alrighty, so we're back in the jungle here, and as you can see, we're in front of a big Tiki Mask, and you can see my little eyes kind of popping through here. They're kind of made for the normal critter eyes, to be honest. They don't really work too well with my big googly eyes, but it does the trick. But yeah, you can see you can go inside of the mouth here. I think you can go inside the eyes. No, you can't. And I'm going to be... Okay, I'm not. So this was done by Sergeant Breaker. I mean, it's SJT Breaker, but I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just going to say Sergeant. But yeah, they did this insanely big one, which actually has like more stone and wood part of it than sand, which is cool. And you got leaves as well. So I think this is like maybe possibly the tallest sculpture, although Bitsy's is tall. Like Bitsy's is tall, and also Jitters is ridiculously tall. So them two might be the biggest in the game. But yeah, if you look down here, that's Jilla Muffin's boat. It's got like a donut on the eye, I think. It might. Oh no, it might actually be one of these. That could be a possibility. But I like how the seaweed is kind of incorporated here. It's really cool. And you got Bitsy's of all the critters kind of stacked. You have the lizard, the hamster, the raccoon, and there's a beaver at the bottom, which is really cool, which we'll see in a little bit as we pop down there. We want to get over here, because I was supposed to start over here, but someone decided to ring me halfway through the recording. So over here is Nautilus. So Nautilus is the one who actually provided all the names here on my phone. To all the sculptures, which is hopefully helping me identify some of these. So this is really cool. I love how creative this one is. It's kind of like how they've replaced the entire thing. It's a shame it doesn't go all the way up, but I love this. It's cool. And you got a little foss down here, starfish, a cute little kind of a grappling hook. It's nice. So as which way should we go? I think we should go... I think we can go this way. I think we can get away with that. So this one here, I think, is BoxCritters Max. Helps. Yeah, BoxCritters Max did this one, and this is of their own critter, of course. So they got the nice wings coming out here. They got the toque or the toque. I don't know how to pronounce it. And then you got the wings, as I think I just mentioned. The tongue sticking out. The skeleton thing from Halloween 2019? Yes. Halloween 2019, I think it was. And then as you come over here, you've got a mermaid body sand. You've just got a nice like hockey stick almost on a candy cane, which is cool. I don't think you're gonna want to eat that though after being in the sand, but yeah. Now this is one of my favourites in the entire event, because I love these stubby little feet here. I love this. This is so cool. And this is what I was saying, like, I really am digging like separate feet instead of a stump. So I just love this. I don't know if it's because it's reminding me of CP, but it just looks so much cooler, you know. And I think especially from a drawing perspective, it just, there's so much more stuff you can really do with those feet when doing like expressions or poses. So I think that's really cool, and the shark's nice as well. I do think the eye's a little bit off in this direction, but other than that, this entire shark is insanely good. So who was behind the shark? That was Guillotine Mako. So props to Guillotine Mako. I don't think I've seen anything from them before, but they've got some amazing stuff going on now. I'm especially loving these little stubby feet. I love the little tail at the back. Oh yeah, I didn't even spot that before. I like this as well. I love the expression. Really good expressions. It's kind of, because I think the two people I would say the best are expressions, what I've seen anyway, are probably Bitsy and Jilla. They're like, the expressions are just crazy. They just look so natural. So I think this is up there. Although BoxCrittersNews Shark, I think the name is, or Sharkbait, I think that's the name. They did like the animations, if you remember, like the haunted maze. They did some pretty good stuff. They did some not even pretty, insanely good stuff. Them animations were neat, like the space event one and all that. They were good at expressions as well, because they got to animate them, of course. And then this one here is something along the lines of Ring Dog. I hope I nailed that. I'm going to be very happy with myself. See, I've had so many fair recordings, I kind of am getting better at these now. I didn't get it right, but Rincon critter. And I believe this was a sort of dog critter, with these kind of strands coming out of here. There's kind of a tongue sticking out, which is cool. A different style from what I've seen before. Although I think these would blend quite well together, actually. I believe this one was done by a private user, if I remember correctly. Yeah, name kept private. So congrats to whoever was behind this one. Hopefully you're watching this. This is really cool. I love it. It's like a shark with a Lance's rocket on the back. It's nice, very nice. And then you got Bitsies over here, which we've all covered. And you see the beaver here I was talking about. It's cool. It's all of them stacked up. I find that I really love this one very much. And then you got Jillers down here, which we've seen. And then we got Critanic, which is by Malher 2, I think. Maybe not. Yes. See, I'm getting good at this. I'm awful with names, so yes. Let's go. So we got Malher 2 over here with the Critanic, a reference to the Titanic, as you can see it's in the pose, and the Critanic, which is very nice. And then if you come over here, you can get sand hair, mermaid sand, hair sand. Wouldn't it be mermaid sand hair? No. Okay, anyway. And then you got CPGB, I think their name is. Again, I might be wrong on that one. I always end up scrolling past the one which I want, which is a bit of a problem. Yes, I got it right. CPGP, not B, but I was close enough. You got a nice air balloon up here. I really love this one. I extremely love this one. Like, the critter is insane. Expressions, beautiful. And then the hot air balloon itself, I like to envision these as sandbags, which is like, if they are, insane detail. Because that's like keeping the hot air balloon down, which is so cool. And then over here we have 2 surfing ones. I know who the bottom one is by. That's by Penguin Giraffe. But who is the one on the side? And now is when my phone decides to not work correctly. Can you please show me who did that? Please. Valinsky Ron is behind that one. Which is cool. I love this one. It's a big, nice wave. I especially love this, what the twins have decided to do here. Because I don't think that was in the original drawing, but there is blue. There is a reflection, like a gradient of blue here, which I think is so sweet. Look at that. Look at that, like, transition into the sand. So cool. And there is a nice little creepy crawly on my monitor. Can you please get off my screen? Thank you. And then as you come down here, you can see good old jetpack guy sort of chair there. And I completely forgot his name there, but I'm going to play it off as I remembered it. And then you've got Penguin Giraffe. You've got Penguin Giraffe here, which I spoke a little bit with him in the critter circle, and he was really like chuffed a bit, and he managed to get this in game. So congrats to Penguin, congrats to Malher 2, so I didn't forget, and Valinsky Ron, and CPGP, and Jidda, and Bitsy, And no, Rindog, Rincon, Rincon Critter, and Box Max. They're all the ones which are on the bottom level, I think. So congrats to all you lot. You did a fantastic job down here. But we are going to move up now to the Raccoon underneath the palm tree, which is done by Nathaniel Wild. And that might be Natalie. But there's no... I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm very sorry. But I think it's Nathaniel or Natalie Wild E. And they are the culprits behind the Raccoon with its cute little coconut underneath the thing. I love how there's like an actual deck chair used. I find that so cool. And then you got Nutrion here, which is also known as Silver Nut. I've seen her have that name. She normally changes her name, but she normally has Nut in the name. But for the time being, her name is Nutrion. And you might remember her when she did a Box Critters Live 10k subscribers room concept drawing, which you might have seen back in about 2019, quite a long time ago. Although she did post it recently in the Images channel in the Critter Circle, so if you're there, definitely check that out in the Images channel. You won't have to scroll up too far. Not a lot of people talk there. And then you got Fraser over here, which is another very talented artist in the community, who joined not too long ago actually. And you got these nice like seaweed eyelashes, these big waves wrapping around the critter, this kind of like mermaid. You got these pearls sort of crown, these big waves whooshing out, and these nice stars at the back. I think it's really cool, really cool. It's very symmetric as well, which they might have done that. They might have like mirrored it, which nice, fair play to you. So if you come over here, you got Siege is hamster over here. So yeah, I remember Siege. I'm panicking at this point. I will get your name, don't worry. And he's standing next to an encryption which says hello. So spoilers. But if you come over here, you have got F1 987 Rebecca. I should have probably just said Rebecca, but there's the full name. But yeah, you got Rebecca's kind of like moon-shaped lion critter, which I think is cool. This nice seaweed mane. I think that's beautiful. And then as you come in this cave, past Siege's amazing creation, you have Penguin Navi's sculpture. I'm getting better at this. And you have a penguin. You have the unicorn critter, the hamster critter, and last but not least, a sort of fox, I think. Sort of pet concept, I suppose, which I think is cool. And they're all making a group effort to get a castle. And you see the unicorn's got a flag ready to make sure who's the king of the castle. Now, this is done by Critcept, known as It's Brian on Discord. And I love this one so much. It's so cool. So cool. Got the Galgalog. It's a bit like Bitsy's drawing, if you've seen that. No, not Bitsy. It was Jidda, right? Yeah, Jidda Muffin. Jidda with... she had like a hamster over the campfire, like telling like creepy stories. And like in the background, there's a shadow of the Galgalog there. Good old Ben. Other known as the Galgalog. And I love this one so much because, one, not only does this sort of castle look epic, but it's supposed to be the shadows being formed from the castle. So you see all these bits sticking out. They're supposed to be like Uncle Ben. So you see here, like, this is supposed to be the marshmallow. And then you see the spade, it kind of sticks out here. I just think that's so cool. It's so cool. And then if we come over here, we have like an Indiana Jones sort of one here, which in this original drawing, there was like a chest. It was like a full coloured background and everything. So it's kind of a shame that they didn't add the sand chest in with it, because there's a lot of room in here. I think it would have been cool to have a kind of a chest here alongside it. But you can see it's kind of got like some sort of ancient artifact, which is sweet. And that is done by Dialga 222 and 39. So yeah, congrats to Dialga. It's Brian, Penguin Navi, Siege, Rebecca, and Fraser, and who? The one with the raccoon? No. This is embarrassing. Wait, what? Natalie Wild and Nut. So congrats to you guys. And also, moving a little bit on, we're not quite done yet. We have Los Locos. I nearly said Carlos, but Los Locos or Loco, a creature which is definitely inspired by the sock dragon, which we've seen in the dojo, which in some point in the future will be added, hopefully very soon. But I understand they're trying to get mini games doing. Which on that point, if you are a programmer which knows how to use HTML5, BoxCritters are currently hiring programmers right now. So if you go on Facebook, search like Hyper Hippo, they're like talent hirer thing. They put out a post about the hiring for programmers to get minigames sorted. So if you know about that, I definitely go check it out. Although I think you do have to live in Canada or America. Yeah, there's like a certain amount of states. Yeah. But yeah, like it reminds me of this old game. I think it was called like Spores. I think it was called. It was on like the Wii, and you could make your own creatures, and you could have like legs and stuff, and kind of make a mutant in some sort of way. And it kind of reminds me of that, so that's really cool. Some unlocked childhood memories there. And then as you come through this little bit here, we have Faraway Drip, this awesome like magician wizard sort of blob of sand, which is really cool. This tongue coming out, and the springs. You got the magic wand, so cool. I really love these ones here. They're really unique, and they are done by MathB20. And just a props to these. These ones are so cool. So you have the lizard here. Could be any of the three brothers. And then you have the beaver, and then you have the critter, and then you have Rocket Snail, the creator of them all. Nearly got another phone call. What does he not understand? I am recording. God damn it. But yeah, that is all of the sculptures, I think, in Box Critters. In the jungle, anyway. We just need to do the bridge now, which is where my two sculptures are. So I'm very excited to get to the HQ and look at them. So let's go do that.